careful what you trip into. It's like I do believe we all want to get to happy, but I also believe that many of us don't know what happy is for us. And so then we still have that deep ache or yearning. So it's like you have to just untangle whatever lies have been bound up, and that can take a lifetime or 10 minutes. Just, it's almost like depending on how ready your soul is to accept the fact that you are worthy and enough. And so it's like we all have our hurts, and then we try to untangle our own knots and confusion. But then we can trip into trying to explain or understand things we cannot. Right? It's like they bring me these energies and these ideas and these things to look at or analyze or understand, and I can only do it to the best of my ability, but it's always still from my perception, so it's technically never 100% accurate in that one can never fully comprehend another's mind because their mind has perceived billions and billions of things since they were born. So, and then as we bumble along, bumping into everybody else, it's like our perception continues to morph and change. And that's also our observation and understanding and choices and deciding and deciphering of what we do and don't want and what will or won't bring us pleasure or happiness. And yet again, we can be so topsy-turvied with our current mishinges or perceptions that we mistake pain for pleasure and then get addicted to the pain, even though we say we want the pleasure, but we're so addicted we can't make the choice of pleasure. We always make the choice of pain, and that is buried under a billion other lies. Yeah, they're showing somebody, it's like, I think we can all relate to that because I know I can, where it's like, yeah, I've like tripped into trying to solve puzzles that are like unsolvable, and you can waste days, weeks, months, lifetimes, decades trying to unravel or untie or figure out a knot that is never ending. But it can become the addiction of attempting to untangle it or solve it that steals you and robs you of just enjoying. But there's a twist right there where it's like that's partly part of the joy for you or pleasure for you or enjoyment for you. But you can become too saturated in it or trip upon a puzzle that it's like solving all these puzzles, but then you get to one that you can't solve. And instead of accepting that and moving on, it's like you can get fixated and sucked into that hole. And in doing so, become completely unbalanced. It's like, so when you look up again, they're showing the bunny rabbit again. It's like then you want to jump back in and play, but you were maybe a lion at one point, but now you're a bunny rabbit. This is the weirdest vision. I must be mistranslating it somewhere along the line. What hole did I get sucked down? What a rabbit hole. It's like Allison and the Looking Glass are following the white rabbit. Not being able to get sucked out of the illusion. But then it's like the further down in it you go, it also is like, well, you do morph into all the other worlds, right? So it is lion to rabbit to, it's like you do continue to. And so then you get, because of that continual morphing, you also get confused on dream state and awake state, reality and non-reality, fake and true. Does it matter? Is there such a thing? Is there a difference? Does it matter? It does if you run into, a lion's den and you're a bunny rabbit. You'll get snapped into that reality, but only until you go into the next one. Maybe you're a lion in the next one. But one can never know unless you have a mirror. Is that it? And so if you have no mirror as you morph from scene to scene, option to option, lifetime to lifetime, choice to choice, if there is no echo back, if there is no reflection, if there is no mirror, do you know? That seems to be something right there. It's something right there, right? Because I'm thinking the universe itself is a mirror. And yet the bunny rabbit walking into the lion's den couldn't recognize or realize it was a bunny rabbit, nor could it understand the instincts of the lion to want to kill it. It couldn't comprehend such a reality. And so what mirror could it not see? What reflection, what misunderstanding, what is it? Is it that we all are truly so deeply involved in our own world? It's like a vacuum, and nothing can shake us awake except real love, which is like the rare to bump into. So you keep bumbling along, likely hurt, vacant, void. So it's like all the misperceptions continue to muddle with all those others that are also doing that. It's like zombies, right? All bumping around, hurting one another, but don't even care and don't even know and aren't even aware. So it's like when you find a real one in the crowd. Do you run screaming? Right? Most people do end up getting scared because we get normalized to the zombies. So then it's almost when you finally do find the mirror, when you finally do see another real one, when you finally do recognize, when you finally do find that match, that pair, that mirror, that reflection, are you scared? Are you shocked? Do you run? Or do you accept? Do you allow? Do you fold in? I think we all do all of it. I guess it depends on how many times it's occurred. Right? Like the first time, it's like who knows what your first reaction is. But then based on that first reaction, that first instance, that first experience, it unfortunately can taint the future experiences, simply because that's how it works. It does kind of build on one another until we unhinge, unlatch, close off, seal off, block off, and truly heal and move forward, which again, is it even truly possible in a world such as this? And I don't even mean that as a bad thing, in that I don't know that it's ever even actually intended to or means to be such. Because in doing such, fully healed, fully whole, doesn't it also imply the end, perfection, sealed off, done, closed, tight? It's the end of that. That's dead. It's like that chapter's dead. That person's dead. That story's dead. It's like once it's sealed, it's sealed. And yet we talk about this all the time. Healing is the best we can, but maybe that's it. It's like the healing never ends, and yet in an attempt to reaching such, it's like then you are reaching for death, which one could argue that too. That peace and that ease, because you're in pain. So looking for that end point. But it doesn't ever end until you fully heal. Well, then then it's like you have to keep coming back lifetime after lifetime until, I guess it's the idea of like ascending, or I don't know. It's a lot in this. It's a lot of imagery and a lot I'm attempting to translate and understand at the same time, which is, this one's challenging. They do this now and then where it feels like a full wrap up or a full sum up or bringing me up to speed to what also always ends up feeling like I'm getting like some bubbling up in my throat. Like, does it fucking matter? It does feel challenging or hard or difficult, or who cares, or it doesn't matter, or you are actually choosing all the time. And so, yeah, it's like getting out of one's own way. It's, yeah, they've been showing that a lot lately too. I don't know how to verbalize it though. It's like showing Jesus. It's showing a lot of people who have, because we're all manifesting our lives, whether it's conscious or not. That's why, to me, it's like the more I heal, the more I'm aware. The more I'm aware, the more I can actually choose. Or if I'm not aware, and I'm unhealed, then I'm unconsciously choosing patterns, which means I'm being run by hurt and pain, by lower energies, by fear, by others, by blah. So it's like the more I heal, the clearer I can see, the easier I can choose and decide. And consciously, purposefully. And, okay, and so that being said, well, so then is it just implying, because they kept showing Jesus then choosing his path. So then it's like, okay, well, so then did you choose that path of becoming a martyr and doing all that to also be seen as a hero, or did you choose that from your space of unhealedness? And so you had to go through all that hell and then through all that healing, and it was like he was healing through his understanding and then teaching and translating, and then was crucified for, meaning that can be taken literally or otherwise, for speaking his truth and explaining it, because it can be so horrific for us to see what we've chosen and what we have opted for to experience, and we continue to choose it because we're not making a different choice. And so in such an instance, so then did he choose? Then he chose to be crucified, right? Like to be put to the fire, put to the test, to be, it's like, or was that the idea of like, burn that up, end that story, learned those lessons, seal it tight, and let's rise again. Let's start anew. Let's start this fresh. Which, saying it even that way, it's like, boy, can that be refreshing? Like a full, clean slate, right? Is there a way to burn up those neural pathways? Do we want to? Meaning, we've talked about that many times too, where it's the idea of that can be so scary and jarring, in that we are holding on to the scary and the jarring. We're holding on to the pain of how we're perceiving the experience. And so it's like the fear of that dying, which is funny and ironic. That's the fear of the pain dying, because the pain allows us to remember what we didn't like. And so again, that would imply the ego is still running the show and truth hasn't been fully formed. And so it's then still manifesting from fear or lower energies, which then causes us to manifest things we do not want, meaning being crucified. Or did he want that? So then it could burn it all away and he could start fresh. So he's willing to just give it all up, the good, the bad, the ugly, and take the risk, take the chance that he'll fuck it all up again, because he's going to forget it all. And so that's the idea also with the literal physical death of the body. You know, it's like each time you get to where you're at, and then when you die, you die. And then when you come back, you don't recall. You start new. And you get to. You get to play it all again. But how are you going to play it this time? What do you mean this time? Was there a previous time? I've forgotten all about the previous time. Did I learn anything from the previous time? And so then it's like, well, you get plugged back in to the lessons you haven't learned, but it's even more extreme each time, in hopes that this time you'll love yourself and stand up for yourself, to feel that contrast, to choose you, and to discover what truly brings you pleasure. But again, some of us can be so twisted that we think the pain is the pleasure. So it begs that question. It would make sense that no, you don't want to remember, because again, if you remember, so this is why you want to forgive and forget, because if you remember, you're remembering the pain, not the pleasure. And you're wanting to remember the pain for fear that you'll forget the pain and make the same mistakes and feel that pain again, but you've never let go of the pain to know if you can feel it again. Boy, we're tangled. Is it just one lifetime? Right? Because they're showing me again, they're showing the bunny again, they're showing like all running into the fire, innocently, purely, stupidly. Because the bunny always forgets. Because that's what happens every time you come back. And so it's like it never learns if it always forgets. So what is it? The DNA coding keeps getting stripped versus evolving. It's like a full reset versus an evolving. Interesting. What is that? What is that? So is it like, what are you showing me? Is it like robots? Like some evolve and it keeps building, and that's why their instincts get stronger and they grow stronger. And it's like they learn the lessons quicker or don't have to learn them because they have evolved. It's already been built into them. While others are what? Empty vessels or shells? Remember, we were showing that in the past few. It's like, so then are they unteachable then? They can't learn? Like, I'm not sure I'm fully connecting the dots here. If they come and they're an empty vessel, so it's like pure and true and innocent, but are they not capable of retaining? Is that what you're showing? As it empty, like they're not capable of retaining? In which case, you wouldn't be able to learn. And so if you can't learn, but they are learning because they're showing they keep experiencing the same pain. But then they finally learned. It was like so much pain. Finally, it's like the last time was burned to such a crisp that they got it. But then they're now holding on to that fear. So that, what are you like showing me from the jump? Like how we all behave from the jump. So then you hold on to that fear for fucking eons. It's like takes so long to learn, it seems like. It's the best way I can describe what they're showing. It's almost like, it takes eons for the vessel to finally retain something. But what it retained after eons was fear. So then it takes eons for it to... It's showing like a piece of toast and scraping the burnt off. It's like the idea of like, you want to retain the bread, but you want to take off the burnt. And so it's like, then it takes eons for it to remove the fear. What are you showing me, like what it takes for a human to become real? Eons and eons and eons? What kind of message is this? I'm jumping off. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.